And political parties are ramping up their electioneering, with Hawke's Bay the battleground for the hearts and minds of voters today. While National leader Todd Muller was wooing farmers in rural Hastings, on the other side of town, the coalition government, courtesy of the Provincial Growth Fund, was spraying millions of dollars around. Anusha Bradley reports.
At the Hawke's Bay Regional Sports Park in Hastings, the Under-Secretary for Regional Economic Development and Deputy Leader of New Zealand First, Fletcher Tabuteau, announced $5 million from the Provincial Growth Fund to build a hostel to help disadvantaged youth get into training and jobs.
It is an opportunity for 100 young people to come in during the year, 40 at a time, and to I don't know, I suppose the most basic way to describe it is to be supported. I used to be a high school teacher, so I know what sports can do for young people.
The hostel will host sports camps run by the Hawke's Bay Community Fitness Centre Trust, and its chairman, Sir Graham Avery, says the facility will be a game changer.
Youths who are not in employment or yet in educational training from underprivileged communities to develop character, leadership and communication skills.
A further $2.8 million will be loaned to Hastings-based Hawke Group, which makes fruit trays out of recycled paper, allowing it to expand, creating 30 new jobs. And because it's election year, Mr Tabuteau wasted no time reminding locals the fund has invested nearly $150 million in the region, and that the $2.4 billion spent nationally will create even more jobs than expected.
We will create 10,000 jobs through the Provincial Growth Fund. In fact, their numbers suggest it'll be closer to 15,000 by the time they've finished. So this is an incredible investment into our regions.
On the other side of Hastings, National leader Todd Muller fronted about 40 farmers in Maraikakaho, where the government's lack of drought support and the conversion of farms to forestry were key concerns. Mr Muller says farmers are doing it tough.
It's been a really tough year, and they feel it. They don't feel particularly appreciated. They get a sense that actually farming is getting harder.
And he also took a dig at Health Minister David Clark's treatment of Dr Ashley Bloomfield.
Well, I thought it was a disgrace, and I've called him a non-essential worker. Did it deliberately. I actually think he's a shirker, actually, and what I mean by that is that New Zealanders have an expectation that if you haven't done something right, or if you've dropped the ball, you're front.
Fletcher Tabuteau didn't visit any farmers on his whirlwind tour of the Bay today, but says his priority is helping farmers get water storage for the region with funding from the Provincial Growth Fund. While Nationals held the Tukituki electorate since 2005, the majority over Labour has narrowed over the last 3 elections, and in 2017 there was just 2,800 votes between sitting MP Lawrence Yule and Labour's candidate Anna Hawke. Todd Muller will host a meeting in Havelock North this evening and unveil National's first hoardings and election campaign slogan in Napier tomorrow morning. In Hastings for Checkpoint, Anusha Bradley.